Today, you get to tour my home studio.
And here are some of the clients I've worked with from my home studio.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Blessyn Kure and this is BK Says. Today, you get to tour my home studio. I know I never post about it, maybe just the interior of my booth is what you know, but now I will show you the whole space as well as tell you details as to what is and why I made those decisions in terms of like creativity and in terms of like accessories. I opted for something very minimalistic because, well, minimalism is the way and it's just better for the fun. Let's start! First of all, I opted to get the MacBook Pro 16.4 inches as opposed to a monitor because I'm always on the go. And this ergonomic chair pretty much because my spine was paying for it. I kid you not. If you're setting up your studio, make sure you get something that is good for your posture. So I opted to get this kidney chair because it fits my back and my frame, and all other executive chairs and like ergonomic chairs seemed just really big. I mean, I know I look big, right? But I may just be a little tinier than I look on camera. So this works perfect for my back, and the curve and everything just fit perfectly. And within a week, the backache I was struggling with just ended. So I highly recommend this chair. I got this slanting table from Pinterest Designs and I had my carpenter do it. You'll be very impressed by his work when we head to the booth, but let's just talk about this. And this is my myriad of tiny collections of things I like. It's important to have a space that you like and fancy. Some are souvenirs from my travel and some are just cute things I like. A fan because I live in Nigeria and temperatures are high, light is not always constant, and notes must be made, so I like my pens in all colors. Phone holder because convenience, wireless earphones because it keeps you just mad because it makes me feel very Afrocentric, and it's also good for ventilation for my laptop. It's a cooling pad, it has an external fan. Temperatures were about 40 degrees at the time I bought it, so I needed to get it to cool my laptop. Although the Mac is perfectly silent, cooling is never a bad option. Finding a way to get air into the booth because it's airtight and it's pretty uncomfortable to record long term is something. So I got this in hopes that I could convert it somehow to get the air in and get the used up air out. That didn't pan out well, so I'm still in the process of study. If you have cracked this as a voice artist or an engineering expert or someone that just has this knowledge lying around in their mind, please drop it in the comment section or write me contact@blessyncreate.com. I would love that. But generally this AC is really good. So I opted to get this thick drapes because it helps block out sound and reflection and also sound from outside. And for cuteness factor, there's this white one just because it's like cute. While we're talking about cute, please check out my pants. It's like pow, pow. Let's not lose sight of what we're here for. So this is my booth. It's 4x4x6. I identify as 6 foot plus, but the carpenter doesn't respect my height, so he made this 6 foot. And surprisingly, when I'm in the booth, there's still a lot of space. I'm hurt. Anyways, I digress. So this is 4x4x6, and we used this glass on this end just so that I could look out, and on this end there's a wider glass so that I can monitor the recordings or whatever that is supposed to go on here. Sometimes when I'm recording with others, I have setups done here so that it just helps with communication and feedback. So that's why I have the screen here. We used this plastic covered nail coverings just so that it doesn't hurt the glass. The glass is supposed to be thicker, so it's about 5 millimeters. I use screws instead of nails, so this is screw driven, and I have moved with this before, and everything is dismantleable from top to bottom. Now we go inside. Pretty standard stainless steel, also screw driven into this, and the same goes to this side. However, with this locks, I opted to get something that just clicks, sort of magnetic, sort of. it just clicks and makes this sound. Hear it when I go inside, because there's no point getting lock and key, and I think it's pretty unsafe, especially if you have children in the house, so that no child locks themselves in and suffocates. So please be wary of the type of locks you put on this. Now coming inside, welcome to my booth. So everything is padded from top to bottom. As I said, the carpenter didn't respect my height. I personally feel I'm taller, but clearly I'm not, because there's still a lot of space. So I opted to make this 4 feet by 4 feet by 6 feet because I wanted wiggle room. I had used a booth that was about 1 meter like square, and it felt like I was in a coffin. So if you're claustrophobic, having a bigger booth would definitely help you. Also, if you live in the US or you have money to splurge, you can consider getting the Whisper Rooms booth. It goes for about $10,000. Shipping to Nigeria is going to be hellish, and getting access to those, definitely we're going to be so much trouble. So making your own, or using this as an inspiration to adapt your own to your own society or to your own space is way better. So the construction, yes, so 4-inch padded foam, and then I decided to use this cloth because it's cleanable, vacuumable, and it also doesn't have echo. If you're considering doing something similar, I would strongly advise you use something you can clean, just because you're in here a lot, the sweat, the dust, you need something you can clean, and something you also can spray perfume on, because it gets really musky just being like closed door here. So I always use perfumes on it, and then also use like vacuums to clean it, use rags to clean the glass, just general hygiene that helps keep it good. I use it alone. This is my own personal space and I don't rent it out. So I'm in charge of the hygiene and whatever. So I absolutely love that I could do that for myself. So down to the nitty-gritties of what is inside this booth. I wanted light in here, but I didn't want to have electricity connected because everything here is pretty flammable. So I decided to get a rechargeable lamp, and now that lamp charges on its own, and it has like 3 brightness ranges and little disco thing in case you're feeling partyish. I never use it, but that's a safer option, so you can opt to get that. I think it cost me about 2,500 in the wholesale electricals market. Don't ask me why I go there. It's just always nice. So the iPad is where I read from. It's just pretty easier than using the phone, and it's easier than printing paper because we're saving the planet. So this is the light. I have my clamp holder where I hold my phone and then record. It's helpful to also have something on the glass, but I broke that one, so we just use this one because it's more portable and you can always travel with it. It's also something I use for my travel as my travel accessory. I'll be sure to link it in the description. Direct AliExpress link to purchase it. It goes into your box trolley and it just sticks, so you can make cute airport videos like these influencers do, right? So this is good. So this is what I use to clamp my videos. This is MBF but covered in cloth as well, and foam padding because I needed somewhere to be able to place my laptop or my iPad when I work. So this is my mic, the beautiful Rode NT1 and the AI1 audio interface. I cover this, so when your mic is not in use, it's strongly advisable to cover it. I know you can't see the dust, or you're like, oh, the booth is airtight, but it's just always better to be safe than sorry. So I always wear a little dress to cover my mic's nakedness, so that's just safer and healthier. So this saves you floor space. I will show you the tripods, the mic stands I was using before getting this done. So for the seat, I have a swivel office chair because it just helps me spin when I'm a bit tired, and I just do a little in the booth. I have a cup of water. Normally I have my water flask in here that I just sip from when the need arises. And for the floor of this, I have a carpet. I didn't pad it just because I wanted the chair to fit better, and also so I'm not moving a bit unbalanced on the floor, right? So we have just normal carpets here. And in this corner, I mean, apart from the magnificent art behind me, which I love from my time in Ghana, I have to talk about this for a minute. I love this because it's like warrior, and this booth is literally a battle. It's storytelling, it's a battle, it's creating narratives, it's like doing the Lord's work, right? So this just represents the energy and the warrior status and the warrior that I am at heart, although I'm a baby girl. And for here, I have my headphone, and this is my more portable travel headphone case for my Behringer HC. And this clicker here, I use for long form narrations and for when my setups are outside. So this clicker is usually helpful for long form narrations. Instead of just tapping to put markers on your laptop, it's called a dog clicker. I'll drop in the description as well, and it just makes this. So this spiky sound keeps a marker. It's like, so you don't have to go and put a marker. So once you're just narrating and you make a mistake, like, blah, 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 blah. So you just put that. That's very helpful. Uncomfortable for the ears, but very helpful for saving time. I just have this hung here. It's normally in my backpack, but I have it hung here because I think I used it the other day. This is the wired one as well as earphones. And the other Audio Technica one, it's packed away. So before I got that table, I was using this one. It was a lot more, I've not used this in such a long time. And so it was a lot like more extendable and just, then I ditched it. And then I got this one. So this I like a lot because it stands and then it clamps, but I needed more space in the booth. So I stopped using it as well. I mean, I still use it occasionally if I need to, but then I use the short one I mentioned. Any of these mic stands will work perfectly for your space. Just check what your jam is. So it's largely dependent on your own preferences. And as I said, the grips help with echoes or any dramatic sounds. It just helps keep them blanketed. And last but not the least, I use this bean bag to rest and to slouch and to just relax. I do not have a couch in here because I feel that will make me a tad lazy. So I just opted not to get one. If I need to stretch my back, I just let out the rug or just sit on the bean bag and make calls or just pass time. If I need to dance or practice or get the energy pumping for all those high energy things, I would normally just use this space to do some dance. But this video is not about dancing or it's not about artistic expression, so I'm going to save that for another video. So I use two lights. This is the portable light. It's smaller and more compressible, and this is the 18-inch ring light with a diffuser sheet attached to it just to help reduce the harshness of the light. For context, this is how it is, just a couple of inches wide, I think 12 inches or so. So this is it. It fits into my bag, my backpack, and all the cables go to the chamber behind here. Then we have my fantastic mirror, which is still undergoing some developments. I haven't decided what the best way to go with it is in terms of what to do to the edges, but I love the mirror because one, it makes me see myself, and two, it helps me when I'm shooting right behind there to see what's going on in the camera, and also because it just adds a nice touch. It's big and it fills up the whole side of the wall, so yay mirror. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, to comment, and turn on post notifications of my videos. If you would want to set up your own home studio or set up your own booth and you need dimensions, just let me know in the comment section. I'll pretty much link the links to all these other accessories and where you can purchase them directly in the description. But if you need more dimensions, like more specifics, the material list or the structural sketches of this, or the contact of the person who built this, who I built this in like collaboration with, I will be sure to drop it in the description, or if you could just drop it in the comment section. If you have any more inquiries you want to drop in the comment section, you can send me an email, contact@blessynkure.com. Check out my website, blessynkure.com, to see more of the work that I have produced from this space and more of the work I'm involved in, both voiceovers, both storytelling, both advocacy, just pretty much everything I do. You can find details on that in my website and on the About page to be specific. So till I come your way next time, don't forget to live, to laugh, and to love. Be kind to yourself and be kind to those around you. Bye.